So basically, when someone comes in with the kind of stroke that he had, you give a Hunt and Hess score, and based on his Hunt and Hess score, it basically was saying, get your kids here, get your family here, because the likelihood he's going to walk out of here have any kind of quality of life, next to nil. He gave him that MCP chance and gave him all the stuff we could give him minus surgery. It's just when we have no quality, that's the next step is to just let him not suffer anymore. Let him not. So we were going to withdraw care, which basically means he was on a ventilator. We were doing everything for him. Machines were keeping him alive. We were just going to withdraw those machines and let nature take its course. I remember that night praying for Samantha, not praying for him, because I figured he was already gone. But I was praying for Samantha to have her comfort and to just deal with his loss. And then the first thing out of her mouth was, he's following commands. You're not talking about Russ. You must be talking about the other patient you're going to give me. Okay, he's following commands. Oh, great, okay, whatever. So, but no, she said, no, Russ is following commands. I'm like, oh, whatever. Obviously, you need to get your neural skills up to date because the guy that I was not following commands. But sure enough, he was purposeful. He was giving us thumbs up when we asked him to. He was shaking our hands when we asked him to. Everything in the book said this man should not be here today. But, if you believe in God or not believe in God, something happened that night. The prayers of a righteous man availeth much. It's in the Bible. Obviously, something happened that day. Don't make me cry. I'm trying to talk to you, Doc. And something actually happened that night to switch that. Because in 12 hours, he went from dead to alive.
You did all the work, Dr. Sparenberg. We were just your first assistant. Part of why I love my job is meeting families, getting to know them. I don't get to know you most of the time in the ICU because you're too sick. So you connect with your families. I think the best compliment that I could give is that anytime we went into the room and we talked, she never spoke like you weren't there. You were always part of the conversation. You were always there. That's the best thing I could say. I want to be that person. I want to be that person. When I come into the room, like the families light up. And Sam was that person for me. She inspired me. In the face of adversity, you never quit. You never quit. You never gave up on him. You kept fighting. You kept a positive attitude. Thank you for letting me take care of you. Thank you for bringing me into your lives and all the nice things that you've done for me and my colleagues here. So thank you very much.
It's hard for me to talk here right now because I feel like I had to get her ready to bury her husband. I had to prepare this woman to leave the man who has been married to her, who has been her rock. And I had to tell her that her best friend was gonna pass away. I tried to do the best by you and your wife by making her understand where you were at that time. I want to thank you for being understanding and allowing me to be part of your care.
Thank you both for being here today. I think it's a true testimony and validation to what we do every day. I know it gives us the feedback that we need to continue to do what we do and provide the high level of care that we provide to our patients. I'm very proud of my team. I've always been very proud and honored to be a part of the Neuroscience ICU team and be their leader. And so thank you both for coming and sharing this with us today. And thank you guys.
I can't say enough about the care that I got. And thank you so much for all of y'all's good wishes and care and prayers. And there's a few things that we don't understand that got me through this. But talking to the neurosurgeons and everybody else, they said, you weren't supposed to make it. You weren't supposed to make it. You were in good health before. Sure, that helps. But all that aside, we don't know. We don't know. But I'm doing fine. I'm able to move around. I sometimes make sense when I'm talking, and my wife still groans at some of my jokes, and I've still got a little diplopia in the left eye, the damage to the optic nerve back here. I've lost lateral and inferior field of vision and some diplopia, so it's, if I look a little tentative climbing stairs and all, that's why. But I feel like the luckiest man in the world. And thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
We've been married a long time, and we were together a long time, but it took me 6 years to convince him that I could be a bride. I wanted the atmosphere to be that he was just going to make it. He was going to make it through, and yet we're preparing. Mohammed did the first shave, and I said, I don't care if he is going down the tubes, he's going to be groomed. As medical professionals, I think you realize you have to do the right thing every time. You're under that pressure. When what you do doesn't seem to be working out, I think you have to be brave enough and humble enough to ask for divine assistance. A lot of you I didn't see a couple of nights because, again, I was down planning a funeral. I thought, well, it has to be done. And then I come back, and the next day they say, well, he's decided he's not going. So,
I don't want this casket.
I don't want the casket, which last week I did take him down to show him the goods,
That was not a hint.
They won't return your money, So they don't. It's not the policy. I can't thank you enough. I can't tell you how grateful I am that this is the level of care that's offered here.
I was very fortunate to have had this happen close to my own hospital and to be brought here. This team saved my life.
Yeah.
And many others, no doubt.
Yeah.
But we thought today, because I know that there are people who come through your ward, through the ICU over there, that don't make it. And it's got to be depressing at times. And maybe by my showing up here today, some do. So, you remember Sparenberg? He made it. Maybe this guy's going to as well. So never give up. Thank you, thank you, thank you.